We have one new title to add today. Solving for an angle on pages 101 and 102. While you're doing that, you had homework last night, that puzzle, page 229. I need that. Please get it out. Make sure your name is on it and pass it forward. Do not forget your project is due a week from today. Every day that it is late, it is 10% off.
What's that, like 10 points off?
So that means if you turn it in a day late and
Oh,
you get like
a 90?
you can earn up to a 90. But if you score like a 70 on it, you're taking a 60. Because you're going to get your score plus the 10% deduction. Every day. Homework.
Oh, it's right here.
Homework.
I have a question about these two as well. I only had two left.
Should have gotten 16.9 somewhere.
And I tried going
Was
back.
there one that you got that you didn't have an answer down below?
They all had an answer.
Because you only have 10 crossed off. But there was 11 problems.
I didn't know that.
This one should have been crossed off. No, that should have been C.
Oh.
Anybody else? Homework?
What's this?
Yes, and I am. Oh, yeah. We're not here tomorrow. It kind of is Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday.
I don't know why I thought today was Thursday. And then yesterday I thought it was Friday. Cut it out on today.
Okay. So today's gonna be kind of like yesterday, except for the fact that instead of solving for a side, we're solving for an angle. Okay, so please go ahead and locate page 101. Just like we did yesterday, we're going to do steps down the right-hand side. And we will glue in our piece on the left-hand side once we're done with it. So we're going to start with the same piece that we did yesterday.
Is it a folded thing?
Okay, you're going to cut this out just like you did yesterday. Fold it just like you did yesterday and cut your flaps.
Ah,
You cannot win today.
Friday's card.
No, Monday's.
Yeah, Friday.
No.
Go.
You don't do it again today.
Aha.
I thought it was gonna snow.
Not supposed to snow till tonight.
Oh my god.
Hopefully it'll snow.
I was happy.
I want to go in and get some education.
Dude. So,
Guys, the only problem with it snowing right now is you will lose days to this semester. We will not cover all the material that's on your final. Literally up till the day of your final, with me being out on maternity leave. Those days will be added on to the second semester, not onto this semester, because that's where we make up snow days. We cannot afford to lose any days until after the semester's over.
what? I really hope it doesn't snow though, because it's too cold. It's gonna be cold either
This
way.
needs to be cut out though.
It's gonna be cold.
I do not have time to wait for you. Would you want to do that?
How do you fold it?
Here.
And then you just cut it.
When you are finished, it should look like this.
His came out into pieces of shit.
Who says? Because this.
He cut it out like that in the middle. We bully Barbie too much.
He's a man, he can take it.
Pardon? I don't like Aries either. I like Aries. He's okay. You put this under the wet steps.
You
put this under the wet steps.
No, do not glue that in yet. I did not tell you to glue it in yet.
Let's go to sleep and I'll go to your room. And all you hear is, but first, let me take a selfie. I was like, wait, she's like, nothing.
Okay, do me a favor and open up the first flap. On the left-hand side, you are going to draw me the triangle that looks like this. I have to wait 0.2 seconds.
I don't know.
Yeah, here.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so draw yourself a right triangle. You need 5.9 on this side and 2.3 on this side. And theta in this angle. Okay. Our steps are going to be very similar to yesterday, except when we get to the point where we cross multiply. We are not going to cross multiply today,
Are we gonna divide?
okay? No, we're gonna do something like called taking the inverse. Okay. So, step 1 yesterday. We had to find your reference angle. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you. Find your reference angle. This time, my reference angle is unknown. So where's my reference angle? What was that symbol called?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, with the T.
Oh,
What do we call it?
no, it's like TR.
TH.
Oh,
No.
TH. I can't remember the.
It's called theta.
Oh, that.
Oh, I was gonna say theta, but I wasn't
It's called
sure.
theta.
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
so find your reference angle. This time your reference angle is unknown. That is okay. It's still a reference angle. We just need to find it this time. Step 2 yesterday was label your sides. According to your reference angle. Okay. Label your sides according to your reference angle. So I have side 5.9 and side 2.3. They're either your adjacent, opposite, or hypotenuse. What is side 5.9 on this triangle? Is that adjacent, opposite, or hypotenuse? Hypotenuse. 5.9 is your hypotenuse. It's across from your right angle. What side is 2.3 then? It's either adjacent or opposite.
Opposite.
Opposite. Perfect. Okay, so we labeled your sides. Pick sine, cosine, or tangent is my next step.
Cosine. Yes, cosine.
Pick sine, cosine, or tangent. Again, depending on your sides.
Isn't this one,
We use Soh Cah Toa.
Oh, it's sine.
This one is sine. I'm dealing with the opposite side and the hypotenuse. So this is sine. So we're dealing with Soh here. Okay. Questions so far? Step 4 was set up your trig ratio. Okay, so S represented sine, and it's always sine of my angle. Well, my angle right now is theta. We don't have a number there. It's just theta. So sine of theta equals. Opposite comes first, so opposite goes on the top. So this is 2.3. Hypotenuse comes second, so it goes in the bottom, 5.9. This is where it changes from yesterday. So step number 5 is invert the trig ratio. So what that means is we're just taking your trig ratio to the right-hand side. Theta stays where it's at. So we've got theta equals. When I invert my trig ratio, it becomes sine -1. That's the inverse. That's what it means to invert. Okay, and nothing else changes. 2.3 divided by 5.9. Your last step, plug it into the calculator. Okay, plug it into the calculator. So I will show you where all these buttons are.
I couldn't get my phone calculator to work, so I used the Google calculator.
That works too. Give everybody a second to get all this down so everybody can be on their calculator.
We're allowed to use our phone?
Yeah, I guess if you want to see how your phone works with this. We got to figure out how to find the inverse on your phone. Okay. Everybody have this down?
Oh, you almost do.
Okay.
Miss Smith, can I go to the bathroom?
Not in the middle of my lesson, ma'am.
Can I go?
If you can deal with like 5 more, and then we'll be done with this. All right, so again, if you're using the school calculator, the first thing you have to do is make sure it's in degree first. So please hit the word mode and make sure that your calculator is still in degree mode. If it is in radian, you must change it. So you will scroll down, scroll over to degree, and hit enter so degree is highlighted. Okay? Once you've checked that, second mode to quit out of it. Okay, so you see sine, cosine, and tangent here. Okay, sine, cosine, and tangent. Look in the top left of each one. You see inverse sine, inverse cosine, inverse tangent. That is what you're using. So you want inverse sine, you're going to hit second, sine. Okay, that gives you your inverse.
There's the one that has an H. But there's a
Yes, yours should be that one.
Okay, so I press.
I don't know how your calculator's gonna work on your phone, so you're gonna have to give it a minute so I can check it out, okay? What is my fraction looking like that we just had written down?
The answer?
What comes first?
2.3.
Okay, so you're gonna put, let me do it over here because my board's not aligned at all. Okay, so you would plug in 2.3 divided by 5.9, close it and hit enter. That's your answer. Theta is 22.94 degrees.
So
I
we'll
got
just
it.
put
Did you get
data
it?
equals 20.
Yes, I didn't know my calculator had a second on it too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Your phones get smarter and smarter and smarter every time. Every time they build something new, your phone gets smarter.
So what, I just keep it 94?
Yes, because the 3 doesn't do anything to the fort around it. So your
I
answer
still
here
don't
should
know
be
the
22.94 degrees. Okay? It's as simple as that. So we're going to use these steps to do the next 5 problems.
Miss, I can't get that answer.
Let me see.
Give me that answer.
Give me 1 second so I can get this next triangle written down so everybody can copy it. And then I'll mess with yours. Okay. Your next triangle. Looks like this. I've got X up here, 7.8 here, and 2.4 here. Okay. Please go ahead and copy that triangle. So what you're going to do when you do it, you're going to do the 2.3 divided by 5.9, hit enter, and then hit your inverse. You're welcome. Okay, so my steps are going to stay the same. Find your reference angle. Where's my reference angle? What is it? It's X. Okay, they may use theta, they may use X, they may use a question mark. Okay. Label my sides according to my reference angle. 7.8 is what?
The H word.
The H word, the hypotenuse. 2.4 is what side?
Opposite. No,
No, that's
adjacent.
adjacent.
Adjacent. Remember, if I cover my reference angle and I'm touching that side, it is adjacent. Okay. Opposite would be down here where it doesn't touch. So I'm dealing with A and H.
Cosine.
Cosine. CAH. So the cosine of my angle, which is X, equals what goes on top?
2.4.
2.4. A comes before H, so A has to go on top. H goes on the bottom. Again, we're solving for the angle, so we're taking the inverse. So X equals the inverse sine of 2.4 divided by 7.8.
So would you put that 1 underneath the the X?
That -1,
No. Remember how on the other one we put the
you only have to do that when you cross multiply.
Oh, okay.
Because we're not cross multiplying, you don't have to have anything in the base there.
So is it 72.07?
Yes, ma'am. 72.07. Okay.
What's that little dot you put after the 7?
7.3.
Oh, it's
Oh,
'cause
this,
it's-
that's just your degree symbol.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yep, that's just a degree symbol. 1.1. Okay, so here's your last triangle that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do the 3 questions on the other page. And I'm done with notes for today. You're gonna do an around the room activity. It's going to mesh everything we did yesterday and everything we did today. So when you look at them, it's gonna say something like find the missing side. You're gonna have to do the steps from yesterday. You'll see some that say find the missing angle. You're gonna have to do the steps from yesterday.
Are we gonna work in a team? I like.
You can work in pairs or in a group of 3. You're sitting right here staring at it. I want it flat on your desk. One or the other.
We're doing this one on our own.
Okay. No, we can do this one together. Okay, where's my reference angle?
The question mark.
The question mark. Okay, so let's label our side. 7.3 is adjacent. 1.1 is
Opposite.
opposite. So I'm dealing with
Toa.
Toa. So tangent of the question mark, that's my missing angle, equals what goes on top?
1.1.
1.1
1.1
over 7.3.
over 7.3. Remember, it's O over A. That order is very important. That's why I teach you Soh Cah Toa. It tells you the order it goes in. TOA. Tangent, opposite, adjacent.
So it's
Tangent, opposite, adjacent. Just the way it's written out. So I'm solving for an angle. The question mark equals the inverse tangent of 1.1 divided by 7.3. What does my question mark equal? .56 degrees. If you fold this up, it can glue in down the left-hand side of this page right next to your steps.
It's got a 4th period.
I don't have $2 to pay for it.
Yes, please do not forget to pay your $2 for the talent show. Help support the prom.
I don't have money.
When is it though?
Today.
I'm a
It's 3 today.
Yeah.
It's 3 today?
Today's the day, right?
No, it's 3
I thought it was
Monday.
Monday.
Wow.
They're doing, I'm pretty sure they're doing 2 till the end of the week, $3 next week, and it'll be $4 at the door.
Well,
Fine then. I'm paying $3 on Monday.
that's what this lady was wearing.
When
That's
is
what
it
she
though?
said. Oh.
It's the
That
20th.
20th.
It's
On
because we're here the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. So it'll be that Wednesday before we leave for break, and then Thursday's a half day.
Yeah. What was this one lady going around saying? Like,
That lady that
$2
came
down.
in. The lady that came in to us with 10 calculators.
Well, not her. It was somebody else.
No, it was, well, that's what went into the dress. It went into
It was a
our.
white lady.
Well, I'm saying it was her, okay?
Okay. On the outside of your flaps, please write Soh Cah Toa so you know what's underneath each flap. The first flap is sine, the second flap is cosine, and the third one is tangent. Okay. We're gonna do this last page, these last 3 problems. Janai, as soon as we're done with this, you may grab the pass and go back. Okay.
No.
I did.
All right,
Yeah, well.
we're going here, finding an angle. Okay, so step 1, find your reference angle. Step 2, label your sides. What do I have here according to my sides?
Oh, you have adjacent and hypotenuse.
Which one's which?
The 11 is the hypotenuse and 8 is adjacent.
Perfect. We have adjacent and hypotenuse. Again, if I cover my reference angle, side that has a length of 8 touches my finger, therefore it's adjacent, and 11 is across from my right angle, so that's my hypotenuse.
So this is
This is CAH, C-A-H. I'm dealing with A and H, so I'm dealing with CAH. So the cosine of my missing angle equals what over what?
8/11.
8 over 11. So my question mark equals the inverse cosine of 8 divided by 11. So my question mark equals 43.34 degrees.
oh crap.
Perfect.
$43.34.
I like it how my question marks look like too.
Okay. The next one. Reference angle.
It's a question mark. It's TOA.
It's TOA. So what side is 44?
Adjacent.
Adjacent.
34 is opposite.
Opposite. So we're dealing with TOA. Tangent of my angle equals what over what?
34.
34 over 44. So my question mark equals the inverse tangent of 34 divided by 44. So my question mark equals
88.69. Oh wait, I'm
No, you
wrong.
said 7.69.
37.69.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Try the last one all on your own and see what you come up with.
Princess, don't yell out the answer this time.
29.
Okay. You shut up. You
Be nice to each other. Don't make me start singing on YouTube.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay, reference angle. What is side 11?
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse. What is side 10?
Opposite.
Opposite.
So we're dealing with sine.
So we're dealing with sine. This is so. So sine of my angle equals
10 over 11.
10 over 11. So we need to take inverse sine.
65.38.
65.38. Perfect. Questions or issues?
Nope. Are we finished?
Okay, that glues in on page 102, and we are finished with your notebooks for today. We're going to jump into the next activity. And you do have homework tonight. It's called a definition decoder. It's just like your homework from yesterday.
Colder?
Yeah, it's a decoder.
What's a decoder?
It's a puzzle, just like yesterday's.